report. Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news. Breaking news. Was that my door? Um, nice hair. Hope everybody's doing great today on this terrific, on this wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. It's cold up here. Very cold. So luckily, well, not luckily, because today, this afternoon, was the day we watched our mother take her last breath. So, January 22nd, 2002, at 1:30. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Unreal. Rest in peace, Mama. Anyway, today I had to take my dog Dina to the veterinarian, and I thought she was going to have to be euthanized. So she wasn't, and that was very, very good. And I'm happy because that would have not been a good day for me. But there wouldn't have been anything else I could do about it. But anyway, now is day 3 of our new president. And well, he's really stirring things up now, isn't he, everyone? He's stirring things up, and he's going to be quite a shit stirrer. He's not changed, and everything's going to remain the same. So, somebody's at my door. Hold on a second. Somebody at my door. No, somebody's at my door. What are you talking about? There's nobody at my door. Unless they're invisible. Unless they're invisible. So my dog has this condition. It's called a collapsed trachea. And I thought that it was going to be a day that she was no longer going to be here with me. There she is, my little poochie poochie. Hi, baby. You say hello to everybody? You say hello? You got some cough medicine? Yeah. So I go to this place here in Poughkeepsie, and the visit cost $40. $40 for a veterinarian visit. A veterinarian, I would always get that word, like, because I say words backwards and I see letters backwards and numbers. The visit cost 40. The lab work, she had a full panel of lab work and an x-ray. And it was $273. Now, at another veterinarian, a visit, you walk in, just to walk in, it's like $85. Then the x-ray machine, if they give a dog an x-ray, they're using like a relic type of a machine that they got from like 1920, probably on eBay. I'm not kidding you. Some of these places, they got some jacked stuff that's like way back. It still does the work, you know? But they have new equipment at this place. So she had her visit, full lab work, and an x-ray, and medicine. $273. Anywhere else, that would have been probably for the lab work. I mean, I remember taking my other dogs to the and that veterinarian bill would always be upwards of like sometimes $500. All right, so yeah, you got to shop around, and you know they do offer health care. They insure insurance for your animals, but this place is really good. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's over 10, not no 9 Barnes Drive, Poughkeepsie, New York, off of Route 44, which is in Pleasant Valley. Yeah, my son He became familiar with this place because he was working as a actually he was volunteering when he came out of jail. He was doing the volunteer work at the shelter, and then he did that for about 3 months, and then he was putting out applications, and then he started working. But he's doing better now, thank God. Alhamdulillah. Oh, it's always an up and down when you have someone with an addiction and mental health because, you never know which way the wind goes. It's like it might blow north, it might blow south, it might blow east or west, and then one little thing is a trigger and it becomes like it's sad. It's a very sad state, you know. Addiction is a bad thing. But he's doing better, so, you know. He hasn't been around me because, what happens with kids when you're working and the kids are with daycare, babysitter, grandma. Lots of times grandparents undermine the parental um, the parental discipline, and I'm sure people can relate, people that have children. So that's what would happen often. I would say no, and the old adage is, well, grandma lets me do it, or that's the routine that grandma, grandpa. And so now my mother was blind and handicapped, so of course he had free will and free. He was driving that bus, and he was charged in control of everything. You know, my son was a latchkey kid from the age of 6, so technically I could have been locked up for that. But what are you gonna do? You know, that's when I started working for the New York City Transit Police. When I came back the second time, there were the other PCTs that had children, younger kids. My son at that point, when I went back in '91, I was 31 and my son was 12. He was born in '79. So, he wasn't in that little wee bit stage where, you don't want to have your kids be where you don't know where they are. Any case, he was always a sharp, smart kid. So, like, he, he got it from me. Like, he knows how to, let's say my son he can direct, he knows that game, especially, like, he's the only child, and he was always like the favorite of my stepfather, and because his name was Tom also. Yeah, but yeah, so anyway, getting back to when I worked there, the other ladies I work with, their children were younger, and you know the girls would be crying. They couldn't have a babysitter. And I said to the bosses when we had a meeting, I says, well, put up daycare here. Oh no, oh no, we can't do that. Oh, we can. Really? Why can't you do that? This is a big enough space. 370 J Street. It's a big enough space. Why can't you implement? You have daycare so that a parent, whether mother or father, you take the kid with you. You got your kid right there at the same location, and on your meal, you break, you go and you hang out with your kid. And that's how all businesses should be. You take your kids to work and they have a spot to go. But that's forward thinking. This was 1991. They were like, oh, well, we don't have room for that. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, insurance. Insurance. I was like, really? The rice industry? That covers daycare. What are you talking about? But, how dare a woman have this information? But that's the way businesses should be, you know? Because come hell or high water, I don't care who you are. A mother wants to be with their child and their kids. And, especially when they're little. So, but anyway, my doggy, I went a long way for that story. But getting back to my dog, she's good. So, uh, yeah, I was like all melancholy. I was like, they're going to put her down. She's with me 12 years. 12 years that she's with me. So she's family. She's family. She's a tough little dog like me. She's tough and small. she, she was coming up in the back from the steps, and because, like, she's going through the snow, and the snow was pretty high. So she kind of nosedived into the snow, and then her paws got wet, and she was like limping. Then I went to pick her up. She was, get away from me. But I had to rinse her paws. I had to rinse her paws in warm water so that to get the snow off. But there's no salt there. But she's tough. She's like, I keep going. Like me when I had my first spinal fusion. Um, they did the cervical. No, they did the lumbar first, and surgery was over. The next day I got up and I got out of bed and I was walking and this was like, no, you can't move. I'm like, are you out of your mind? I can't move. What am I gonna just sit here? So I just walked. Well, I still got the cage in my back and I stabbed one here. That was some Bambi. Bambi came and hit my car and turned into that freaking deer. It's not the deer's fault. That's greed in developers. Acquire as much space as possible, put in those bullshit cookie cutter type of homes. Everything's the same, you know. They get bulk products, they get bulk lumber, you know. They get stuff that's like they probably don't even get the mill. Well, even if they get it from China, China has good lumber and all that. But you know, it's all the money game. Anyway, that's that. But I gotta go. I got some work to do. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll have further updates as I go. Um, so everyone, I haven't even had the news on because it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So now gasoline is going up. Everything is going to go up. We are going to be faced with so much, and I can't emphasize enough how disappointed I am. But you know, the only thing I can advise Mr. Donald Trump to do daily is to have sufficient amounts of water, half of your body weight every day. Don't forget, Mr. Donald, President Trump, water every day, half of your body weight daily. No junk food. Remember, please don't do that. Please keep us healthy. We're going to be screwed now financially, so please make it your business to not eat junk food. Boy, oh boy. Like I said, if I could sit down and have a one-on-one talk with you, I'd really like to know a bunch of things. You know, like why are you doing all this shit? Why are you doing all this to screw us over? Because that's what you're doing. And you all gave Vivek Ramaswamy the boot. I could have told that guy that. You people don't want anybody that's non-Caucasian at the table. That's the freaking truth. And that's white nationalism. That's white nationalism. And people aren't going to hold still for that, President Trump. And as it stands now, you've got all these multiple suits against you. So I guess that's going to be the fashion of zero compassion, because this is what it's going to be. It's really a Pope show. It really is. It's sad. It's very sad. It's disappointing. Mm-mm. But anyway, I'll continue to spread the good word of information and knowledge to people. Yes, I do. Where are you from? What country? What country? What country? What country? I get people who watch me. I don't know where they're from. You know? Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll be back. Pray for peace. Pray for peace. Gas is going up. Per gallon, it's going up. It's going to keep going up. Bread is going to go up. Actually, bread might start to come down now because China put Putin on a timeout. And you know what? That's the craziest thing. Like I said, I had an awake vision that Putin and Xi Jinping invited Palestine. That didn't happen, but China supports Palestine. China supports Palestine. They're anti-Geno. Okay? So, yeah. And if this is not over and ended, it's going to continue to debilitate the budget, right? The defense budget. And the defense budget, as every other budget, is all intermingled funds. So please get your ish together and stop effing with Gaza. I know, Donald Trump, you are 100% for all them big donors, all right? All them big bucks people, and they're all with the Israeli government. And, well, and the bullshit of anti Semitism, if you support Palestine, is the same thing as wanking off, all right, and saying you didn't. So do not do that to us. Do not do that to us. You have destroyed a population out of greed and out of land. That's what it comes down to. And the savagery that you have all done is going to affect every generation that you all have. That I can assure you. And all your generations, for the people who want this, your generations are going to all be affected. Because that's how the grand scheme of life works. When you screw around with people and you do horrific things, it comes back to you, multi-generational. All right? And that's the truth. So to use that excuse that if you're pro-Palestine, you're anti-Semitic, is the same thing as washing your ass and then putting on frickin' dirty underwear, because it's bullshit. And you all know it. You all know it. But our government is tied up. These medical facilities, they get their funding from BlackRock, these developers, right? All the overtime that the municipalities have paid to law enforcement officers for anti-protesters, that's all bullshit too. Because people have the right to protest. But you all know this. You all know this. All right? So when you say that there's no money, there's sure as hell enough money for wars. All right? Instead of paying, $100 for a nut and bolt that cost point 16 cents. Yeah. Yeah. Put that on and wear it. Because we know how much BS goes on with the government. Keep watching. I have more to say. I'll be the diplomat for peace and security. Everybody have a good one. I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Be kind and do the right thing by people. And stay hydrated and love on one another. Because you know what they say, dirtbags and D-bags get flushed. Peace out.